Before I dive into Stranger Things Tales of 85, the new animated series which takes place between season 2 and season 3, it actually picks up right after season 2, right after the snowfall that we saw. This is where these 10 episodes and the new adventures lines up. So before I dive into it, there could be some spoilers ahead, so if you have not seen it, don't watch, come back, check it out, then, drop some comments after you've seen it. I'm going to talk fast because there's a lot of things to unpack with this. I like the idea of this. I love the look of it. I think the animation was fun and very cool. It had the 85, vibe. It still very much had the vibe of Stranger Things. Talking about the WWF, which I thought was awesome, especially growing up in the 80s and watching it, to the awesome soundtrack from Billy Idol, Duran Duran, and more. So that absolutely felt like the Stranger Things that we've grown to know, watch, and love. The intro very much feels like Stranger Things, but they give it a slight remix just to separate the two. They do a really good job on the new voices because this is not the original cast for obvious reasons. One, being the budget, and two, they're older now. Their voice have changed. These guys are supposed to be younger than when we last saw them. A little bit of it kind of got to me because I'm so used to the original actors, but I can look past that. It does give you the mystery, and it does give you the Goonies vibe. It does give you the, everything that we like about Stranger Things is sprinkled throughout. I will say they overuse some moments over and over again, especially when 11 comes to save the day. I feel like it became repetitive and it was expected. Again, this is a cartoon, this is an animated series, but this came out after the live action, so you're kind of expecting a little bit more. I'm not going to criticize that too much, but after a while I was like, okay, here we go. It's the same thing again. That being said, there was some twists and turns in there that I did not expect, and it still gave us some connections to the series while being its own adventure. There was some great action, there were some new creatures, and it explained why they were there and how they connected to the Upside Down and what we saw in the future. Big issue was they mentioned Billy because Billy was alive during this, but they didn't even show him. And I'm okay with that to a degree, but would have been a fun little cameo had he just been sitting on the couch watching TV. There's some other new characters that really play a pivotal role, and much like the Stranger Things series that introduces us to new characters, we never saw them in live action. I thought it was really weird that we connected with this new character or characters, and they were never mentioned again in the series. We don't know what happened to them. We don't know if they just were forgotten. But why introduce a brand new character for the show in a prequel or midquel when we're never going to see them in live action? Unless we get a season 2 and we write off those characters. Now, as of now, nothing has been confirmed for a season 2. They're hopeful that they can do it. And if that's the case, I think we could go ahead and maybe write off those characters so we don't just have another character that was introduced and either died or we forgot about them. It seems to be a thing with Stranger Things. And I have to be honest with you, knowing what I know and how the season ended, or I should say how the series ended, this was kind of a bummer because I was into this character. I was like, this is a character that fits, and it would have been very cool to see in live action. Overall, super entertaining, fun. It's an animated show, so I'm into it. You can get away with a lot more with animation. Kids can definitely watch it if they weren't allowed to watch Stranger Things, but maybe want to get in on the hype. So I think it was cool. Do we need it? I never liked saying we need something because the reality is, and I've said it before, we don't need any of this. Did it add anything new to the story? Yeah, it did. Was it just enjoyable and fun to go back to Hawkins? Yeah. So check it out. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't seen it, I hope I didn't ruin too much for you.